Women will never tell you this, but I will because I'm not on their team. If you listen to all the dating gurus out there, they'll all say the same thing. You need to message her first. You need to break the rules. You need to send her good morning texts. You need to do all of these things. But what if I told you that you shouldn't be messaging her at all? You see, you guys think that you have all the power because you're the ones sending the messages. But it's all an illusion. She has all the power, and she's been playing you the entire time. So listen up. Today, I'm going to tell you why you should never text her first and what to do instead. First of all, you need to understand something about human psychology. People love what they can't have. It's called the law of scarcity. When something is rare and hard to get, people want it more. And that's exactly what's happening with women today. They don't respect men who chase them and beg for their attention. They want the men who are hard to get. For example, you might have noticed that when you're talking to a girl and you give her your phone number, she rarely calls you. Why is that? Because she knows that you're desperate. She knows that you're going to call her because that's what most men do. But the reality is that you're not most men. You're better than most men. And if she wants you, she's going to have to work for it. So the next time you give out your number, don't expect her to call. In fact, don't even mention your number. Write it down on a piece of paper and hand it to her. Then watch what happens. She'll call you in a few days. And when she does, don't answer. Let it go to voicemail. This may sound counterintuitive, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do. By not answering the phone, you're creating scarcity. You're making yourself less available. And when you do that, you become more desirable. But you need to understand that women are smart. They know how to play these games. So you need to be one step ahead of them. For example, when a woman calls you, you could answer the phone and say, "Hey, sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something." Then hang up. Don't talk to her. You've created doubt. You've made her question whether or not you're interested. And now she'll be thinking about you non-stop. See, women are used to men chasing them and begging for attention. They're used to men putting them on a pedestal and treating them like they're better. But you're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to make yourself less available. You're going to make yourself less needy. And you're going to make yourself less predictable. Now let's talk about another psychological principle, social proof. People are more likely to do something if they see others doing it as well. That's why all the dating advice out there tells you to message her first. They're trying to create a sense of urgency, a fear of missing out. But you're not going to do that. You're going to wait for her to message you first. And when she does, you're going to play hard to get. For example, if she sends you a simple "hey," you're not going to respond right away. You're going to wait a few hours, then send a one-word response like "what's up?" You're not giving her any attention. You're not feeding her ego. And you're definitely not chasing her. Now she's the one wondering what you're doing, wondering why you didn't respond right away. And she'll keep thinking about it until she gets a response. Here's another scenario. Let's say you're talking to a girl, and she asks you for your number. You could give it to her, but that's too easy. Instead, you're going to ask for hers. When she gives it to you, you're going to say, "Hey, I'm really sorry, but I don't have a pen on me right now. Can I call you later tonight and we can talk?" She'll probably agree, but don't call her. Wait a day or two, then call her and play hard to get. This is a subtle way to test her. It shows that you're not desperate and that you're not needy. And if she passes the test, then you know she's worth pursuing. Let's talk about another game women play, the disappearing act. Women will often ignore men or play hard to get when they're interested. It's a way to test the man's resolve, to see if he'll chase after them. But you're not going to chase after them. You're going to disappear as well. For example, let's say you're talking to a girl online and she stops responding to your messages. You could keep messaging her, but that would be a mistake. Instead, you're going to stop messaging her altogether. You're going to ghost her. It may sound counterintuitive, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do. By disappearing, you're creating scarcity. You're making yourself less available. And when you do that, you become more desirable. In fact, you could even double down on the disappearing act. Let's say you're on a date with a girl, and she starts ignoring you. You could keep trying to talk to her, but that would be a mistake. Instead, you're going to excuse yourself to the restroom, and then leave. Don't look back, don't explain, just leave. She'll probably text you later, but you're not going to respond. You're going to keep playing the disappearing act. And when she realizes that you're not coming back, she'll come crawling to you. This brings us to another important point. You need to have a masculine frame. What does that mean? It means that you need to be in control. You need to be the one leading the interaction. But how do you do that if she's the one messaging you first? Simple. You shift the frame. For example, let's say she sends you a flirty text. You could respond with a flirty text of your own, but that would be a mistake. Instead, you're going to shift the frame by asking her a question. This shows that you're not threatened by her flirting. In fact, you're intrigued by it. And it shifts the frame from flirting to getting to know each other. Here's another scenario. Let's say you're on a date with a girl, and she's touching you. You could pull away, but that would be a mistake. Instead, you're going to lean into the touch and reciprocate. This shows that you're not threatened by her physicality. In fact, you're embracing it. And it shifts the frame from her touching you to you touching her back. Listen, you need to understand something. Women are not the gender of mystery. Men are the gender of mystery. You can't read a woman's mind, just like she can't read yours. But if you want to know what she's thinking, then you need to pay attention to her body language, to the things she says, to the way she interacts with you. Because those are all clues that she's leaving for you. And if you can decipher them, then you'll know exactly what she's thinking. And remember, women are visual creatures. They pay attention to the way you look, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. So you need to make sure that you're always putting your best foot forward. That means dressing well, looking good, and exuding confidence. Because when you do that, you're communicating to her that you're a high-value man, and she's lucky to have you. Think about it. Why do you think women find jerks attractive? It's because they're mysterious. They're unpredictable. They're not afraid to walk away. And they don't put up with any BS. That's why you need to be the one in control. That's why you need to be the one who sets the agenda. And that's why you need to be the one who walks away if things aren't going your way. And here's the most important thing you need to remember. Don't be afraid to play games. Women play games every day. They play hard to get. They play the disappearing act. They play the push and pull. And they use every trick in the book to get what they want. So don't be afraid to play games as well. In fact, it's the only way to win. When you play games, you're on equal footing with the woman. You're not letting her walk all over you. And you're not putting up with any of her BS. In fact, you're calling her out on it. You're not afraid to walk away. And that shows her that you're a man who's not afraid to lose her. And that's the most important thing of all. So remember, brothers, the next time she messages you first, don't just respond. Play games with her. Make her work for your attention. Make her earn your affection. And make her respect you, because that's what you deserve. By the way, don't forget to show some love. Most people will never admit it, but they love it when someone takes the time to appreciate their efforts. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. And if you're still hungry for more knowledge, check out the description below for our full course, where you'll dive even deeper into the strategies that separate the boys from the men. Don't settle for mediocrity. Keep pushing and keep growing.